Would you be upset if your boyfriend of 8 years, proposed to you with this ring right here? This one. Keep in mind that this is after he told you that, hey, let's wait until I get into my trust fund. That way I can get you the ring that you truly deserve. And before you respond, let me give you some additional details to consider. Let's start with the trust fund, which has a little less than $10 million in it, which was left to him by his late grandfather. So it's like money and assets. You're 33 and he's 35. Like, dolan ay khale. You also took this man back after he cheated on you twice. Nyari yun. Now, how baham bobu, it needed to be included, man. You followed this man to 2 different states where you all are living together. You quit your job and y'all was living off of your savings for 2 years because he got into an accident because he was under the influence and needed full-time care. After all that, like, you were the one who kind of got him ready, got him his resume refreshed and all that good stuff so that he can get back into the workforce. When he finally got something, because my guy does have his master's, which you also paid half on after working 2 jobs to be able to contribute to his master's degree, you also had to drive him to work for 2 years. This is after 2 years after you were already taking care of him. You have to drive him to work for 2 years because his license was suspended after that DUI. And even after getting access to his trust, he still expects y'all to go 50-50. Mind you, if y'all remember, she was paying all the bills for, I don't know, like maybe 3.5, 4 years. Now he's like, oh, you know, I'm ready to contribute. I got a little money. Like, let's go 50-50. But it's like, I was paying the bills this entire time. Man, you know, it's not my situation. I digress. And after all of that, that is the ring that he decides to propose to you with. And when I think back to Limwaho and like what he has said, I'm waiting to get in my trust so that I can get you the ring that you deserve. Like, what does that tell you? Between the duration of time, the 8 years, the cheating, the paying all the bills, the DUI, Kini, you should have been cut him. Parce he's told you through his actions how he actually feels about you. But that's just my 2 cents. Parce in my opinion, it doesn't take nobody, 8 years to know that, oh my God, like, this is the person I want to marry. If anything, this should show you how he feels about you, and this should be that last push that you need to get up out of there. Parce Kini, it's not giving he's gonna change.
Oof, sis, where do I even start with this one? 8 years to move, endless support. She held him down through all of it. DUI, no license, taking care of him full time. She is a ride or die MVP. Girl, you deserve somebody way better. Please, for the sake of it, find them.
I was homeschooled for most of my life, so here are things that I did once I reached high school that I thought were completely normal. Starting off strong, I would find people that went to my high school that I did not know, never met, never seen, never had a class with, and I would follow them on Instagram and immediately DM them asking to be friends. No, hi, how are you? Hi, I like your style. Nothing. Just, do you want to be my friend? Because I thought that's just like what you did. I thought that's just how people made friends. Social media, like, what else is it used for? Safe to say I did get bullied and rejected a lot, and I would ask guys that I thought were cute, because I had never been around guys before, would you ever want to hang out sometime? It never happened. Another thing I did that I had no business doing was getting really weird when people said bad words, because I was raised in a very strict Christian household, and whenever people around me would say even like, what the hell, I would be like, like, it genuinely like shocked me to my core. And I remember for the first time saying what the hell, I was standing on top of a table. And I was just like, what the hell? And I realized that there's this line I could cross that once I got past that line, like, my like heart was beating so fast. I was like, oh my God, you guys, it just said a bad word. I realized I can say bad words and nobody's gonna tell my mom. Another thing I did, I lied to my mom when we were shopping for school supplies, and I asked her to buy me an extra notebook because I was like, I'm gonna need that. And I used that notebook to write myself an entire booklet on how to be cool. Like, if I just had all of these secrets, why wouldn't I have just gone ahead and done it? But I, like, wrote down everything. I was like, you have to be cool and mysterious, and everyone's gonna think that you're so cool and hot and not weird at all while I'm in everybody's DMs. Do you want to be my friend? So I really didn't have a lot of friends. I really did not. And I would sit alone at lunch most days. I was a huge, like, drama nerd. And no shame in it. I still am. I'm just pretty now, so I don't get for it, which really stinks. I think people should just be allowed to enjoy what they like. But I was definitely obnoxious about it whenever, like, the little announcements would come on and they would talk about the plays. I would just be like, I'm in that. Yeah, girl, like, you're on the poster. Everyone knows you're in that. Okay, settle down, okay? All right. But I would sit alone at lunch most days and make it everybody's problem. I would, like, take a picture of my feet and post it on my Instagram story and just be like, sitting alone at lunch again. I wish I had friends. Like, yeah, girl, I wouldn't sit with you either. If all you're doing is complaining about how people don't like you, then that makes people not like you. It's a vicious cycle I was in for many, many years, where all I would do is talk about how people didn't like me, and then that just made people not like me. You know, I'm like, okay, I actually had, like, a fair shot. Like, I would have been fine if I had just had, like, an ounce, a droplet of confidence. And then the really embarrassing thing is this was the first time I'd ever, like, been away from my family. Like, in a school setting, I was not homeschooled anymore. I wasn't going to school with my brother, who I had been around my entire life in the school context. And I realized the way to get guys is to, like, you know? And so I was cast as silly girl number 3 in Beauty and the Beast. And my character just basically was, like, a raging for Gaston. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to apply that to my real life. And so I would start to wear shirts that I was like, this makes my little freshman boobs look great. And everybody wants me. I never had a boyfriend in high school. I did not have my first kiss until I think I was genuinely in senior year. You know, I should have read the book better. I should have read my book better to learn, well, how am I going to be cool? So yeah, if you're going into high school, be who you are, be true to yourself, but also, if you want to have friends, don't do what I did.
Girl, you had me at the How to Be Cool notebook. Pure gold. But to be honest, her advice on just being yourself, that's pretty much all you need to know. Authenticity goes far, far, far. And self-awareness of who you are. So, yes, I agree.
I missed the part on TikTok where we all just decided to promote really unhealthy eating behaviors and justify people who act like that. So I'm just going to speak as someone who went through that 8 years ago and still deals, I know you all comment on it, the chipped teeth, the no hairline, the complete balding that will forever happen. Because even if you think you're smart, even if you think I'm going to speak to you, I just need to lock in and I'll keep my vitamins up and I'll do it right for just a few short periods of times. And then when I get to this weight, I'll go back to normal and I'll start eating healthy again. That's how I thought. I was like, if I took the multivitamin, I did all the data of like, what do I need for calcium? What do I need for this? What do I need for that? But the truth and reality is, if you're eating in that low of a calorie deficit, your body thinks it's dying and it acts accordingly. It pulls vitamins from your teeth. It pulls vitamins from your hair. It pulls vitamins. Your organs shrink teeny tiny, not in a good way, because eventually you will have to eat because you will be faced with the hospital. Someone at the hospital says, would you like a feeding tube? You have to put it in your nose. The sick, disgusting feeling of going, I would say, whatever, how long you want to go. And if you say, I just need to lock in and do this for a few weeks, you do that, okay? And then you go into the hospital and your stomach is filled with fluid. The pain that you will be in is, that's the reason I never relapsed. It was the most painful experience of my life. Then the teeth chipped. Then the hair fell out. And I thought in my sickest of days that my hair could not possibly get any thinner than this. I have lost half of my head. It will forever keep falling out. I will forever pull chunks. And it happens when you get sick. So for some reason, if I get like a cold, I will just lose like more than average amount of hair. And there's barely anything left. I used to have thick, curly, beautiful hair and a beautiful smile that everyone would compliment on. And with time, guess what? People slowly stopped complimenting those things because I chipped all my teeth and all my hair fell out. Why? Because I wanted to be skinny. So if you think that, oh, well, if I just want to experience being skinny, I just want to lock in and do this, at the time, you will not even look that good, truthfully, even if you think, oh, if I just do it just enough, 10 pounds is enough, 15 pounds is enough, 25, 35 pounds doesn't feel like enough when you're in it, and you look like because your teeth are chipped and your hair is gone, okay? I have nothing else to say. Have a great day. Mwah!
This is such a powerful and honest wake-up call. She's been through it all, thinking she could lock in and control her body, only to end up paying the price long-term for it. hair loss, chipped teeth, and even permanent health issues. Her experience is so real and heartbreaking. It is such a needed reminder about the dangers of quick fixes and extreme diets.